Hello everyone, welcome to RPA Learners, and in this video we're going to see how to use get table cell and the set table cell keywords in Robocorp. Firstly, the get table cell is used to get the value from the particular cell in a table, and the set table cell is used to set the value of a particular table in a CSV in a Excel file or a CSV file, right? Or set the values of a particular table. Let's say if you have an empty table and you want to fill the data inside the table, you can use the set table cell keyword in order to insert values in that particular table as well. Let's say if you want to modify a particular value. So let's go to see the arguments that are present in these two keywords. So the first one is the table row and the column. Those are similar for both keywords, which is table and then row value, which row, and the column value. And if you are getting the value, you don't need to mention any value, but if you are setting the value, you need to set the value to particular table. Let's minimize this. Let's go to Visual Studio now, and here we are using RPA.tables library, and we are already reading the particular CSV file and storing it in a DT. So it is our table. Now there are three different ways of using get table cell on three different occasions, right? Let me show you how. When you are using get table cell, you are getting the value. So let's store the value. Let's call it as val, and let's use the keyword which is get table cell. Get table cell, where you need to mention firstly the table, which is in our case it is DT, and then the row number, and then the column number. Let's first get 0 0 so that we will get the first value. Like this we can use or simplify based on different values, right? Let's say it is value 1 on based on different scenarios. Sometimes we need to get the values of the last row or the first column, where you can use whenever you want to get the last row value, you need to mention it as -1, and whenever you want a particular row value, let's say you need to mention it as 2, right? So let's go ahead and execute this. Let's see what values will it give us. So if you want the end of the particular table, you need to mention -1, otherwise you need to mention that specific row 0 to whatever the number that the table has. It is completed. Let's open the log file. Let's refresh this. If you go here, the first value is Aditya in the first row, and the last row is Hari, and in the third row is again Hari, right? If you open the table which is name, we are getting the name column, right? So this is how you will get the values from the table cell. Let's say we want to set the values of that particular tables. Let's say if you see here, we will use the same 0 0 -1 0 and 2 0. This times we will change the names. Here it is Hari Hari and Aditya. Let's make it as Aditya Hari and then Aditya 2 times, and then we will get the values again. So we're going to set the value. So this time we don't need to use any variable because we are not storing any value. Set table, not row. Let's use set table cell. Set table cell. And what are the arguments for the set table cell? The arguments are same. The only difference is we need to provide the value. So I will give the table first and then 0 and 0. Now I need to provide the value. I will give it as, the first one is Aditya, so I need to change the name. Let's make it Hari, and let me copy this, and all the two other locations it has Hari, right? So I will change it to some other values. Surya, right? And now here it need to have 2, here it is -1. So we are setting values, we need to get the same values again if it correctly enters those values in the data table or the table, right? I started the execution. Let's see whether it will give the same values, and that's the set table cell work that it will do. It will set the values of the particular table. This way you can override the values in table in the runtime. Let's open this, let's refresh this, and if you see here, our first value is Hari that we are setting here, and the second value is Aditya, as you can see there, and the third value is Surya that we got. So this is how the set table cell and the get table cell keywords work. And that's it for this video. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please consider subscribing for more videos. Thanks for watching.